Hi friends, it is Monday, June 9th, and we should all be feeling a lot more relaxed than we were yesterday at this time, around 1 p.m. on Sunday, June 8th, because we are post-recital. And I'd like to thank you all for a beautiful recital that we had yesterday. The 1:30 and the 3:30 sessions both were fantastic, and anyone who was involved should be very proud. I know the teachers and I are very proud. I'm sure your parents are proud. And for students who were performing, you should be proud of yourself. And what I'd like to address today is the feelings that you were feeling yesterday around this time versus the feelings that you're feeling today. And I would kind of like to have you compare and contrast the two days. And today is a new day. So a lot of times when it is a new day, we have a new outlook on something that maybe we were thinking about yesterday, or something that maybe we were worried about yesterday. You know, when people say sleep on it, well, there's a reason for that, because when it is a new day, you have a new perspective, and that's usually a good thing. So, something that I noticed leading up to this concert is that the students were particularly nervous to perform in this concert. And we do 2 concerts a year, and those of you who have been around for a long time, you know how it works. You know the drill. So it was interesting to me to see the students being particularly nervous about this concert. And I think it has to do with many things. First and foremost, we're getting better, right? Our pieces are getting harder, which means we're getting better. And that also means that the other students are getting better too. So we're never really sure what we're walking into. We always are going to sniff out the competition a little bit in any situation. So particularly in a recital, we're not really sure what we're walking into. Well, how do I compare to the other performers? There's nothing wrong with it. It's normal. It's very normal. Though we just like to keep it very, very friendly, it is a normal feeling. The other thing is that maybe we are satisfied with our preparation, maybe we are not. There's always more practicing that could be done, just like there's always more work around the house, there's always more work at our job, there's always one more email we could have answered. There's always more work to do. So in the preparation before the recital, we can always stop and say the week of, oh, I should have practiced more. Well, we all should have done whatever more than we did, right? So that's a feeling that we feel sometimes. If we were a little bit more prepared, maybe we'd be less nervous. The other thing is, oh, there's an audience. It's no longer me and my teacher in my living room while I'm wearing my pajamas. It is an audience of people watching us and being ready and waiting for us to perform. So what happens as you progress as a musician and as a person, and adults over the age of 30 can attest to this too. I've heard from people a little bit older than I am that each decade that they get older, they are more confident than they were in the previous decade. They're more of a confident person. And I think it's the same as being a musician. You're just a more confident musician. The more advanced you get and the harder you work. And I think that I am a particular person who, by nature, I like to work hard, but I think that being a musician for almost 25 years has certainly contributed to that. The fact that, well, you have to take a lesson every week, you have to prepare an assignment, and you're going to have a performance. I think what it does is it creates character, and not only diligence and hard work, but it makes you more of a confident person. And I think by now I'm a pretty confident person when it comes to my musicianship. But I think it's just going to get better as I get older. Because after a while, once you have performed in front of an audience, once you've been critiqued by teachers, you kind of develop a bit of a thicker skin. And then you just say, all right, well, this is what I need to do to improve. Every performance and every time you make an error that you weren't anticipating making is a lesson for the next time. I'm not the kind of person who likes to look back. I like to look now. Looking ahead sometimes almost can be as bad as looking back. But look now for the future. Worry about today and enjoy it. So when it comes to the confidence that we have in ourselves, that really should be the most important thing that we get out of the whole performance. So sometimes you might be thinking that you're doing these lessons and these performances for your teachers or for your parents, but you're not. I know that right now it might seem like that's why you're doing it, but it shouldn't be. It's not about us. It's about you. So whoever's in the audience, yeah, it's probably going to be somebody you know watching you. It doesn't matter what they think, because it's not about them. It's about you. We don't put these concerts on for us. We already know how to play these songs. It's for you. It's for you to have something to showcase all that you have worked hard for. And I guarantee that there were some of you who were thinking to yourself, I don't know if I can do this. And maybe some of you were going to call me and say, I don't know if I can do this. But aren't you glad that you didn't? How do you feel today versus yesterday? I would like to know. I genuinely would like to know, because I'm learning too. I'm learning how to deal with different kinds of emotions because everybody is different. However, we're all human beings and we all get nervous and we all wish X, Y, and Z could have happened differently. But how do we adjust and let that help our lesson this week? And not only our lesson this week, but our whole life that's coming. I guarantee you that this experience that you had yesterday is going to help you with something else in the future. And I hope that someday, wherever you are and wherever I may be, you will find me and drop me a little line and say, hey, I'm glad I did this because it helped me in whatever situation. And in terms of quitting, okay, like we said, maybe some of you were thinking, I don't know if I can do this. Quitting is always an option. And it's always an easy option. It's easy to quit. And don't get me wrong, there are going to be some situations in your life where quitting is the best option for that particular situation. And it's unfortunate when we have to quit things, but sometimes it is necessary. However, it shouldn't be the option that we want to choose. And this has to do with music, and it has to do with our recitals, and it has to do with your whole life that you have now and the life that you have ahead of you. You should feel better today than you did yesterday, knowing that you did not quit, even when you wanted to, even when you wanted to give up. You didn't. And that is worth everything. You knowing that you overcame something that you were terrified of. Trust me, I've been there. I have played performances that were great, and I have played some that were terrible. And sometimes I was so scared that I just literally thought, I can't do this. And I get it. You sit at the piano. Sometimes your hands get shaky. Then that thing happens with your leg, with the pedal. Like, you feel like your leg is shaking. I've experienced all of it. Remember, I was in your position at one point. And that's not to say that as a professional I don't get nervous. Of course. But every time you overcome that fear, it will make you stronger the next time. The next recital we have, you're probably going to be nervous. But you'll be less nervous than you were yesterday. That's the way it works. So that eventually, you're not nervous, you're just enjoying it. The goal is for you to enjoy performing. I know. It's like, what? Really? That's the goal. You should enjoy it. Because we enjoy watching you. We look forward to it. The teachers and I look forward to it. This is sort of the culmination of everything that we've been trying to do, is to get you guys confident enough to have something that you're proud of and to show people that you did it and to feel great after. So we are excited for you and we hope that you're proud of yourself. We would like to hear some feedback. What did you think about the recital? What did you like? What didn't you like? How do you feel as a performer today versus how you felt yesterday? And what do you think you might want to change for the future? What do you think you hope stays the same? So, a little food for thought. How did you feel yesterday versus how you feel today? And apply that to everything. It helps. Have a great day. I look forward to the next show, and I look forward to a great summer. I hope you all have a great day.